Hello world, Maura Abad here in another episode of Asset Management Visionaries. Stay tuned, we have a super guest, Stan Smith with IBM. Hello world, Maura Abad here with Asset Management Visionaries Shaping Tomorrow. Today we have Stan Smith with IBM. Such an honor to have you. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I appreciate the time with you.
I think I've been meeting you maybe 10 or 12 years.
It's been quite a while now. We've had a long history with Maximo, reliability, the whole asset management side.
Definitely, and every time I hear your presentations, I learn something new. But the audience wants to know more from you. Tell the world, who is Stan?
I'm with IBM. I'm in the product management team that has responsibility for Maximo and Maximo Application Suite in particular. And so my role is around the direction that we're going, and with that, the product roadmap and really around the creation of the product.
And inside IBM, tell the world what do you do and how can the audience learn more about the products of IBM?
Sure. So what I do is I have a lot of engagement with customers, with the industry, in trying to figure out what they're trying to solve, where they're trying to go, and what we can do to contribute to that within the Maximo side. And so with it, I spend a lot of time doing product roadmaps and all, both in educating or making people familiar with where we're going, but also as a vehicle to elicit feedback and all, because it's no good to create a product if nobody wants to leverage where you're going and all. So I spend a lot of time there, and we straddle both the development side, because what we come up with needs to be developed into the product, and that's both the development and the design side, and then also a lot of the tech sales support side, because we need to take what we've created and meld that into the problems that our customers are trying to solve.
And definitely with that problems come a lot of opportunity, especially I'm going to dive in straight to digitalization.
All right.
Tell the audience what you're seeing out there and also in what ways IBM is leveraging the technology.
Sure. So I think in some ways it's very steady, and in other ways it's very innovative where we are right now. It's steady in that from the asset management side, we still have the same problems to solve. We want our assets to be operational so that we can deliver the service that we're supposed to be delivering. So everything that we've done, whether it be going from paper-based work orders to on a device, and now trying to anticipate what's going to occur, all of those are around trying to optimize the type of work that needs to get done. And then from there, we're bringing vehicles to bear to try to make it more effective in doing it, whether it be mobile device in your technician's hands, to now AI, which is just another tool that we have to more effectively do those things that our customers are seeking to do, as well as maybe take on a few of the things that they've never been able to get to.
That's a lot of opportunity out there, especially with the Internet of Things. What IBM is doing with the Internet of Things?
So we see the Internet of Things as kind of two elements. Number one is operational data, okay? Understanding what is occurring at any point in time on a given device, something that's got a sensor on it and all, but bringing that operational data in and then marrying it together with the historical or the asset data that is stored in your system of record. In our case, it's the IBM Maximo system. And then leveraging the combination of that to identify what's occurring and then from there figuring out what's the next best action to take. And so I think the Internet of Things is a source of data, and a source of data that's very real time or near real time. Either of those will do.
Definitely. And at the end of it all, it's all about people and how people are preparing themselves. In what way IBM support customers to continue educating themselves?
So the education, there's a couple of ways in which education happens. First of all, you need to make your product straightforward enough that you don't require a huge amount of education to get started. And so a lot of that is around the user experience. And one of the things that we've done in IBM is we've introduced a design group into our product development process. And that's just acknowledging the fact that those form-based systems that we've all grown up around are not the optimal means to provide information to the user. And so with it, part of it is, changing that user experience so that it's more innovative, that I can self-learn. Because if we look at most of the things we do on our phones, we don't have a class for that, okay? So enterprise software is slightly different than that and all. And so with that, you want as many things to be straightforward as possible. But then, we have certifications within IBM. We have a great set of partners and industry experts and all that have their own certifications in really critical areas and deep areas and all. And so with that, our objective is to work with them so that our content can be factored into the things that they bring to the user set. Because within IBM, we'll never be able to do everything. It's a very large ecosystem that we're part of. And so with it, that's why those certifications are very relevant from a wide variety of sources.
And I definitely, when I think about IBM, you are one of the people that come to my head, because you have been with IBM for a long time. I want to know, what are your 3 most important, I will say, moments in your career inside IBM?
That's an interesting one. So I started in software, okay? And so probably one of the first ones is starting in software, because throughout my career, I've been in product creation and software and all kinds of roles around it, but I'm driven by product creation and all. And so that's probably one of the more monumental ones. And then second of all was probably the movement into more of a product architecture, product management side, because having always been around what the product does and all has always been interesting, but being able to have a voice or a vision in kind of setting where the product is going to go. So I think that's been a key thing. And then probably the last one is both the product set and the technology that I work in. I've been with IBM for 42 years, so I've been with IBM for a long time. And I had always been in software, but kind of transitioned in roles. And then when I moved into Maximo, which I did when IBM acquired MRO Software, I found something that was quite interesting. And I like the fact that it is a product that works on real things that real people leverage on a daily basis and all, and it feels like it has a purpose. And so the movement into Maximo and now the evolution of generative AI and what we're able to do with that is probably, I'm going to combine 2 things so I can say 4 things total here, but that thing was probably a monumental step also.
Wow, congratulations in your achievements and many more to come.
Thank you.
Exactly. IBM and sustainability is big. What do you want to tell the world about that?
So sustainability's been interesting. It is something that's absolutely fundamental for the earth that we live on. And so with it, it has to be a focus at all times, regardless of the administration or political environment, which will ebb and flow as we go along. The fact that, what is happening within the environment and our responsibility around it, both as individuals as well as products and all that can help organizations, is something that remains fundamental. And so within IBM, we've got a whole group focused on sustainability within IBM, and they're very much a client zero for the software products that we have within IBM. And so whether it be the Invisi product that's a part of Maximo, or whether it be the wide range of things where you're looking at optimizing workload, all these different things, they're all centered around optimizing the operations of the assets. And so within Maximo, our biggest things that we can do is extending the effective life of a given asset. And the one thing that we can do is to help with that process, because that helps with whether it be scope 1, 2, or 3 emissions. It helps across the board. And so for us, it is just doubling down on the opportunity around that.
And talking about opportunities, what would you tell the audience? What are perhaps some opportunities and some challenges that you see around enterprise asset management?
So challenges are being able to evolve and take advantage of the next wave of capabilities and all, because we get not mired in, but our responsibility is our day job, okay, which is getting work done, keeping everything going. So finding the time to step back a little bit at least, so that you can look and say, all right, what are other things that I can take advantage of that will help that whole process be more effective? And that's a responsibility that falls on us as a provider, the ecosystem and all, as far as enabling these folks to give them those windows of opportunity and then make it straightforward. You don't want to have to go through a huge upfront set of steps and all to get any value. You've got to make it quick. And so I think that those are where our opportunities are to help in there and to help organizations be ready to adopt.
And challenges?
Challenges is time. Challenges will often be budget, okay? Challenges will be, having the knowledge necessary to make that next step and all, or the support necessary. But I think those are challenges. And then I think that our customers are being bombarded by people that can tell them how they can do things even better, or whatever. And so with that, we try to be as crisp as possible in what we can do. And for those that already use our product, we try to make it very straightforward and all, so that we can help with some of those challenges in adopting that next set of things that has a great potential to help.
Definitely. And talking about potential, can you tell the audience a call to action regarding enterprise asset management and asset management if they are still not in that journey?
Yeah. So I think, we've been evolving our customer set from our classic Maximo EAM product to Maximo Application Suite. And with it, we've identified a couple areas that are probably the next call to action or next step here. One is the effective utilization of mobile devices, and many that have mobile devices and all, but effectively using them, it's just a straightforward step and all. And then the usage of asset condition, and all the steps around, whether it be Internet of Things and bringing the data in and all, models and all to be able to help determine that condition. But it's that evolution to health and asset condition and helping to decide what actions to take. And then lastly is around generative AI. It would be remiss not to bring that up and all. And I think biggest thing is to not look at generative AI as a revolution or something that is this huge thing. Our approach, at least, is to bake it into the roles and the processes that are a part of asset management, asset lifecycle management, because we know the roles that we're in, we know the processes that we're responsible for. So bringing some type of natural language experience to the user, as well as having agents and all to help in those decision points that are required in each of the key processes that are fundamental. So it does not have to be complex. There's complexity behind the scenes. It doesn't have to be complex to the implementer or to the person who wants to take advantage of it.
And that's a great point. Simplicity is key. By all means, efficiency, effectiveness, and evolution is what I'm taking away from our conversation. Thank you, Stan, on behalf of the Association of Asset Management Professionals. You are certainly a wealth of knowledge. We wish you the best success in 42 years plus, counting time at IBM. And we are so looking forward to continue with these interviews. Asset Management Visionaries, Shaping Tomorrow. We'll see you soon.